Well, the winner of the Children and Young People's Care Award has touched the lives of so many young people and their families that we thought that it was only right that they give the award.
In January 2013, 7-year-old Harvey Buster Baldwin was diagnosed with leukemia. It was the start of a chain of events which would change the lives of everyone around him forever.
He was put into isolation. He had 92 blood and platelet transfusions.
Harvey wanted to know where his bloods went. One of the nurses arranged a tour at the path lab.
That's when we met Malcolm Robinson. He'd made a cut-down white lab coat and a little security pass for him. It was a simple gesture to satisfy the curiosity of a little boy, and the impact that it had for Harvey was great. Sadly, his myeloid leukemia was very aggressive. We were given those immortal words, "There's nothing else we can do." So we had to bring our little boy home, and then on the 6th of October, he passed away.
No parent should have to bury their own child, and that was painful.
At Harvey's farewell, Malcolm realised the impact that it had had, and he was inspired then to take some other children around, and in Harvey's memory, he created Harvey's Gang.
The difference Malcolm made to Harvey and still makes to so many other children can't be overestimated, which is why I've come here to Worthing Hospital to see all his hard work for myself.
And this is what the kids love. They can watch their own sample going through there.
Wow, so they could think this was in my arm not long ago, and now it's bubbling up in this machine. Why do you do this?
Seeing these kids going through some of the horrendous illnesses that they're going through and seeing a smile on their face. I've got a smile on my face and I've had a good day. I've made a difference to one patient.
Harvey's legacy has another permanent place in this lab, with one of the blood analysis machines named after him.
He inspired me. A young person could want to know so much. We can take it forward through his name, and it means a difference to all these youngsters.
Seeing the work Malcolm does is inspiring.
Smile on their face. I've got a smile on my face and I've had a good day. I've made a difference to one patient.
Harvey's legacy has another permanent place in this lab, with one of the blood analysis machines named after him.
He inspired me. A young person could want to know so much. We can take it forward through his name, and it means a difference to all these youngsters.
Seeing the work Malcolm does is inspiring. To celebrate his achievements, Harvey's parents, Claire and Richard, are arranging a very special surprise.
And we're doing it with a little help from his friends.
What you could call Harvey's Gang.
I think Malcolm is an amazing guy. He calls me Professor now because I just used to ask so many questions.
He's inspired me to go around and spread the word about Harvey's Gang.
I always describe Malcolm as being the man with the really big heart. He's just an incredible person. He really is one in a million.
What he never forgets is at the end of every sample that they test, there is a patient somewhere.
I don't think he knows how much his work actually changes people's lives.
I don't think Malcolm quite realises what he's done for us.
I know that Harvey, if he was here today,
he would be really proud of what you're doing now, as are we.
Malcolm has no idea any of these people are here to surprise him, or what he's about to be given.
So you're okay for one more bit of filming then before we finish?
Yes, I can cope with that, I'm sure.
As you can see, there are very, very many friendly faces here. All of them want to say thank you. All of them want to recognise and appreciate all the wonderful work you have been doing. There is one more small element to this surprise. Richard,
Well, Malcolm, not only was you nominated for the award, you've actually won it. So, congratulations.
A surprise has just blown me away. So thank you very much for a day that I will never, ever forget.
Congratulations, but I think you've got the entire nation in bits with you. How does it feel looking back now at that day?
It's still emotional, still a bit of a wreck. It was a day that I will never forget. It was set out to do our best for young people, to give them a good day in hospital, because these youngsters don't have many, and to have that ability to go around and have their thoughts about what happens to their blood samples, to actually see what happens and to empower them, to answer their questions, to give them the chance of being a scientist and to see their faces. You know, these guys go through hell and back with some of the treatments they go through, so many blood samples, so often, and it gives them the chance to actually understand what happens to it, who does what with them. You know, us in laboratories, we're behind closed doors so much, people don't know we exist. And yet, you know, we're there processing samples 24/7, 365 days a year, and we're there to help. And to be able to give these youngsters the chance to see and participate in that is just terrific. We started, we started, you know, locally at Worthing. We're now into 38 NHS trusts.
And you want to get it to 70, don't you? For
70 this year,
anniversary.
just to coincide with the NHS being 70. The ultimate goal, worldwide, part of all children's
go
healthcare.
for it, because you know, we've seen tonight the impact it can have. Fantastic. Well, what did the judges say then, Michael?
Well, so they said that Malcolm has gone out of his way to bring some joy to as many children who are going through tough times as he can. To come out of the laboratory and spend time making things for the child and making them feel comfortable and making sure that every hospital trip was as positive and unscary of an experience as possible is just above and beyond. He is phenomenal in what he has achieved.
You know, I just want to say as well, because for you, this is a very one-to-one thing, and for children to be putting their trust in you and for you to show them what's happening in their world. And, you know, you mentioned Harvey there in the film and what a legacy it is for him, but for you to see that group there, that Harvey's gang, and what's come from your terrible, terrible scenario, how do you feel tonight?
Privileged, really amazed that Malcolm's run with it. And the work that he's doing with the children is, you know, absolutely fantastic. I can't thank him enough, and he's left such a beautiful legacy for our son.
He made Harvey feel really special when he had so many blood tests. He wanted to know, his blood used to disappear up a chute beside his ears. And with a lot of treatments, the children are isolated and only stay in the room. They can't sort of just wander the wards and what have you. So he answered his curiosity. He took the time. He made him feel special, and that really made a difference and took the fear out of some of it for him.
It also helped us as well as parents understanding what the process is of what your child's going through at the time, because the parents don't have any idea as well as the children.
You learn to go
So as a parent, you accompany your child round the path lab and you get that knowledge as well as the child. So, you know, when you're sitting there waiting for bloods, it's a long time, but then you can understand from what Malcolm's shown us.
Well, Richard, thank you. Thank you, Claire, as well. And, of course, huge congratulations
to be here,
to Malcolm.
Thank you.